not get some fresh pants? Let's do it. Bunch of new groceries we gotta put away real quick. And then it's Baba's time. Baba's. Some milk. Yeah, you want that, Passy? There you go. That's yours. That's yours. Other way. Other way. You're so good about putting your own Passy in. You are so smart, Lila. Some formula. We have some fresh carrots. We got 2 zucchini. Yeah! The Mary's Gone crackers. Do you want that, Passy? Ooh. That's so cool. Yeah, go ahead. Organic zucchini, Mary's crackers, some Spring Hill Jersey cheese, raw white cheddar cheese, organic. Yeah, honestly, it's local and I'm super excited to try it. I got some of these, what are these? Organic wild mushroom with Italian herbs, fully cooked chicken sausages. The ingredients were really good. I want to try some of those. I got some pink lady apples. I got a few bell peppers to chop up for my breakfast little hash, this like onion looking thing. I got a calcium magnesium supplement for my milk supply because during your cycle it drops. This is a miso ginger just local dressing that they make at the health food store. Some organic tomatoes, some white garlic, again broccoli, and then they had some like citrus that looked really good. So that's what I got. And then I got more Vital Farms organic eggs, and I got some lasagna noodles to make lasagna, and some red sauce, and then just some lettuce. So super easy this week, just focusing on rice bowls and salads. I made a pot roast the other day and that was gone. I thought there would be leftovers. Everyone ate that real quick, huh, Lala? That was good. So yeah, just all my spiritual hot mom shit, you know, making my MILF meals, living my truth. So yes, I'm super excited to show more meals and more cooking. I've really just been into cooking. So, little outfit, I'm wearing my Calvin Klein puffy vest, a little Target tie-dye XL moment from when I was pregnant, pink sweats, my Ugg slippers that Lindsay, Miss Beauty Baby, got me during my pregnancy. And yes, now I need to put this away, and then Miss Ma'am, we're gonna get you a milk. You want some milk? Mommy loves you. What do you see over there? Are those your plants? Okay, I was just baby wearing Miss Lace and she got over it very quickly. So Grandma is going to entertain her over there while I try and get her room a bit more put together. So I was just baby wearing her and I was able to go through most of the clothes. All the newborn stuff is now out and I just have to fold, roll, whatever our 3 to 6 month stuff, which is currently the size that she's in. Fold these clothes and get them put away real quick. Is that I did great. Okay, is that I did absolutely great. We had to buy more newborn clothes when Miss Ma'am came home, of course, because she was a tiny, tiny goyle. But the only thing we overbought was like the 3 to 6 month stuff because she kind of like was in and out of that very quickly. She was in newborn for a while, could have been in preemie. And she, I don't know, I feel like it feels like it came and went very quickly, but these double zip sleepers are absolutely the best thing that we bought, hands down. And they have so many of them at TJ Maxx. They have so many at Old Navy. Old Navy and TJ Maxx are hands down my favorite places to get baby clothes. Let me put my hair up. My hair is like offensive right now. So, let's get this hair up and get things done. So I've gone grocery shopping. We did some baby wearing, did some skin to skin. She's done her tummy time, a good amount of it today. And then just having her do this real quick because she got over the carrier. She gets over her like sit up with me thing probably in like 30-ish, 40 minutes. How cute is this little jumpsuit from Old Navy? So cute. So just having a second set of hands, whether it's Mr. Manifested or my grandparents, very much helps. So she was over the baby carrier because she had been confined for a little bit. So we are getting all the new clothes swapped out. We're still using the dresser. I'm still just rolling them, and some of them I'll fold because that's just easy. But I am just putting the clothes separated by size. Just separated by size in like bins and trash bags, and I have no idea if I want a second baby. I get asked that so often, like, oh, when do you want to have baby number 2? Girl, still healing the kitty cat, you know what I mean? I think it's honestly normalized not asking women, even if they aren't moms, that question of like, when do you want to have kids? Like, when do you want to have more kids? I am still soaking up and enjoying this one that I have. But these Old Navy double zip PJs, I call it what should I call it? A jumpsuit? What? Oh.
Okay, hon. Thank you for your help.
There's one out there.
Oh, I didn't see it. Thank you.
7 for Mankind little suit, so cute. So I think I will hang these up. This has a little hook, I thought. Lila! I'm gonna hang this up. Okay, now I'm gonna be a helicopter mom and step in. Lila! Ooh. I love when you hold Mama's hand. It's so sweet. Okay, so I wanted to sit down and film a little 4-month Q&A, 4-month update for you guys, postpartum and about sweet baby shrimp, because I think these videos are fun and amazing and kind of a way to connect with each other. So I'm excited to sit down and talk with you guys about 4 months. So 4 months postpartum, let's start there. 4 months postpartum, really get on the scale a whole lot, and right now my focus is kind of just focusing on what I'm eating versus like counting calories or tracking anything or anything of that sort. I have set the intention to walk 4 days a week with baby Lace. So, you know, just both of us getting outside, grounding our energy, getting fresh air. And then also I have been doing like a 15 to 30 minute workout each morning, whether that be another walk on the treadmill, doing something like 12-3-30, using just my hand weights in the garage, just getting some sort of movement 15 to 30 minutes in the morning, just really focusing on moving my body. I don't think I was prepared of like not only like feeling like you have all this extra skin on your body, but I feel like I lost so much strength and I had no idea. So if you are pregnant right now, train upper body, train your lower back. It is absolutely insane. So I have just been working on the little things make the biggest miracles and make the biggest shifts in my life that I have realized at almost now 30 years old. So, you know, really making sure to every morning, journal, meditate, get some movement in. Journal, meditate, get some movement in. Journal, meditate, get some movement in. And that has been like the 3 things that help me so much mentally, physically, spiritually, really helping me. And again, trying to focus on what I'm eating versus like how much I'm eating. I talked a lot on TikTok about postpartum cravings. I hadn't heard anyone talk about that. And especially with breastfeeding, pumping, nursing, your cravings and your hormones are again still going pretty wild. So I am excited to see now that I've decided to stop pumping and stop nursing, to see how that's going to change my body also. So then that leads me into the next part. At 4 months postpartum, I am finally ending my journey there. I am really closing that chapter with a lot of love and gratitude for the moments and first couple weeks that I had with Lila of nursing. I shared on the podcast, the Spiritual Hot Mom Shit podcast, about what I would do differently if we had another baby, what I wish I would have known sort of thing in the postpartum days and the early newborn days. And a lot of the things I shared actually were things that I think would have supported and really helped our feeding journey. So as of now, I'm stopping pumping. I'm stopping trying to get my milk supply up because I have absolutely done everything. I have done everything. I have, met with lactation consultants. I've tried every pump. I've pumped every 2 hours. I've tried oh my God, if one more person tells me to like drink more water, have oatmeal, try that, it just feels very like discouraging when it's like, I'm taking basic care of myself. I got it. We're good. So I just want to remind anyone who, if you feel overwhelmed by pumping, if it's just something that like, feeding in general, I had no idea about formula until we had MarissaLace. I had no idea. I'd never even thought that it would be an issue. So, as of now, we're sticking to formula, and I can squeeze my boobs and some milk comes out. So in some of her bottles, I just whip my boob out and squeeze, and any sort of milk you can get is great. But I am stopping the whole pumping, trying to get my milk supply up every 2 hours, just feeling very mechanical about it. And it's not feeling like a beautiful experience of being a mother. It's not feeling nurturing and loving, and it doesn't feel honoring to my body. So I am done pumping. I am done with that journey. I'm going to stick to self-expressing and see how that goes. And I'm really happy about it. Lila does well on the bottle. Lila does well with formula. And I just couldn't be happier in how things have gone. And I feel proud about that decision. It was very hard. It's hard to feel like, your body's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. And I know a lot of people say that for their mental health, they don't want to nurse or they don't want to pump, whatever it may be. And I want to own and honor that it's not my mental health. I'm fine. I feel pretty good pumping. It is simply the time and the energy of, really being in the divine masculine of it and being very like matter of fact and kind of like analytical, for a lack of better term, of it's not working. It's not working. It's not getting my supply up. Even when I do pump, I don't get that. I don't really get, I get drops. I don't think people realize the small amount of milk that I really do get. And the videos that I show on Instagram and TikTok are from me hand expressing. So if hand expressing is actually what's getting my milk out, I'm going to just continue to do that and hand express into her bottles. So that's where we're at with that. We are still using the liquid formula and the gas drops. She's really loving that. She's not a very spit uppy baby. She doesn't have a ton of tummy troubles or anything like that. And postpartum, my body is feeling good. The, hanky panky that got us a baby in the first place, that is, somebody asked me, I did see a question, when did I do that again? And I think it was something like 8 or 9 weeks. And there was a little bit of Mary Jane involved because I was pretty scared, but it was fine. I think that there was a lot of fear built up around it, but taking it slow, communicating with your partner, that's kind of the best thing that you can do. And now it's great. I know some people say that it's better even after baby, and I would like to agree with that. I would like to agree that it feels even better after baby. But I think having this open communication of just, if you're not ready, you're not ready. I think taking the pressure off of at 6 weeks, that's when you do it again. And it's no, it's kind of whenever you're feeling comfortable. Your body went through a lot. If you're still nursing, your body in some ways still feels like it's not yours. But so that's postpartum. I pretty much feel like myself. I don't feel like myself in the sense of I had no idea how much strength and muscle in my body I would lose. So that is a focus that I have right now, less about losing baby weight and more just I just want to feel like myself, And so with the postpartum cravings came the weirdest cravings that I was telling my friends about, barbecue chips. I never was a barbecue chip person. Cool Ranch Doritos, never was a Cool Ranch Dorito girl. In fact, they reminded me of the aftertaste of vomit. But for some reason, I was just yeah, those are, this sound divine. So I've really been focusing again simply on moving my body, hydration, getting outside, walking, and just going back to the basics. And really, every time I do something or think of something now, I really envision that I am setting that example for my daughter. So I think how we speak about ourselves, how we talk about ourselves, how we think, all of these things are being channeled to our children one way or another. Babies and children and toddlers, they're not dumb. They very much feel energy. They know what's going on. So always trying to be my best and really hold an energy that I would want Lila to feel also on her own. I got a lot of questions about the 4-month sleep regression. So I do not believe in the whole sleep regression sort of mumbo jumbo. I think it's just something that we did to like put more stress on ourselves as moms. And here's what I mean by that, because deleting that Wonder Weeks app was the best thing I ever did. I think trying to box our babies and box our children in by one app is totally silly. I think that babies go through growth spurts in their own time, and whenever we're in the app, whenever we're looking at it and we're reading about the leaps and the sleep regressions, it's, oh, your child could be more fussy, or your child could eat more or eat less, your child could want to be held more, your child, all these things that is just a baby. Your baby is always going to want to be held by you. Your baby is going to have fussy days. Your baby is going to have a flux and a flow of how much they're eating. And I think that's one of the funniest questions I get about like, how much does Lila eat? And it changes every day. It's not a huge change, but it does, like, it's not one set amount. And so I find a lot personally in my experience through motherhood so far that trying to use all these apps to predict what's going to happen actually builds a lot more mom anxiety that I wasn't feeling in the first place. And then especially in the app, it will connect to your calendar, and then you're seeing this stretch of time that your child supposedly is going to be fussier and grumpier and, not sleep as well. So if you're anticipating this energy, this like law of expectation, you're kind of like manifesting in your own way, like shit not going well. And so I have found that within the past week and a half, Lila now gets up around 4, and she's hungry then. So before that, she was going to bed around 9 and then waking up at 5, and then going to sleep. So she would wake up at 5, we would change her, give her a bottle, she'd have 4 ounces, and then she'd go back to sleep till around 8. Now she's also started waking up at 4. So, I mean, I don't know. I think she's just growing, and I try not to label it. To label it is to limit it, as one of my favorite teachers says. And I think that just honoring Lila in every situation that I can, I really try to remember. And a lot of people have asked me about feeling anger towards your baby and getting upset and like postpartum rage and things like that. And I know I've talked about it before, but the greatest mental shift that I made in motherhood and in the newborn days was remembering that the only way that Lila, baby Lace, baby Shrimp knows how to communicate to me right now is to cry. The only way that they know how to communicate right now is to cry, to grunt, to make noises. And so even though if she's waking up at 2 a.m, 4 a.m, and she's crying and she seems inconsolable, I always remind myself that if I'm tired, she's tired also. It's not like she wants to be awake. It's not like she wants to be uncomfortable or in need of something. But it's also just that she is in need, and I am the person, or her father, or whoever is, over with us, that we are the ones who are here to help her and support her and love on her so selflessly. So sometimes really taking a step back, and instead of like getting this overwhelming kind of like even fear feeling or anger, or just like feeling frustrated and aggravated when I'm woken up, or if she's seeming just a little bit grumpier that day, it's knowing that she also is figuring out herself and her body. So really remembering that it just like our bodies were their home for, almost 10 months. Our bodies were our home. And now in our arms is their home. That's their comfort zone. And we are the people who are going to feed them and comfort them. And whether she's waking me up because she is hungry, or she needs to be changed, or she simply needs a hug, like she wants to be coddled and she's just feeling an emotion that is overwhelming to her, that's valid in her experience. And it is a gift that I am able to love her. It is a gift that I am able to love Lila, is how I feel. And whenever people talk about sleep training or sleep regressions or leaps, I'm always like, it always does just bring me back to this piece of me that has this almost like yearning for all of us to trust our children more and to trust life more. Like, I think that when we are trying to, like, because another popular question that I saw in the Q&A box was about sleep training, and I don't plan to sleep train Lila. I trust her that if she's waking up, there's a reason. If she's waking up, there's a reason. And just right now, she's only 4 months old. She's only 4 months old. Her brain is just now starting to develop patterns. And so schedules and routines and structure is very comforting to us as adults. It calms the nervous system. It creates stability. It feels safe. But to them, it's not quite that yet. So really knowing that you don't have to rush the process. I know we're all in a rush to get our sleep back, but I'm trying to savor all the moments that I can. I'm trying to savor all the moments that I can. And she is now trying to sit up on her own. She sleeps pretty well. And we tried purees for the first time, and it was so cute. She's now like, I'm trying to introduce her to food. So even when I'm cooking, just talking to her about the foods, and she has such an understanding, and it's so beautiful. And even when we had the purees, I had her little silicone spoon, and I was like, okay, like, do you want to hold your spoon? Do you want your spoon? And she took her spoon and she put it in her mouth. And it's so beautiful to see her like learn and grow and expand and flourish into her own little person. And just at 4 months old, she already has just so much love in her and so much just light. She is such a little light. She is the light of my life. I love her so deeply, and I am so grateful for the support that I have from my partner and our family, and both of our families, and to just like see the love that everyone has for Lila, and to have my grandparents around is so special. To see them bond with Lila is absolutely the world to me. And still figuring it out right now as a mom. My biggest struggle right now is always feeling like I'm either not working enough or I'm not enough with Lila. And every day it feels like I feel both things. So I'm definitely trying to figure it out. I think that if I dedicated my content to mommy vlogs and showing everything, then maybe that would be easier. But I try and not do that, not out of like, anything other than still trying to see what feels good, trying to see what feels good in my body, and just trusting the process of enjoying each moment, enjoying each moment. But she is just a miracle, and I love her so much, so much. I love her so much. It like hurts how much I love her, and she is so sweet. She's so big. She is already in a Carter 6 months. She's only 4 months old. She's in size 2 diapers. We love Pampers Pure. We were using a sleep sack for a little bit, and she's not really into the sleep sack. I love it. It works for us. I love it. I love contact napping with her. I love baby wearing with her. I think that a lot of the time, whether it be sleep training or I saw a comment on my TikTok about like, oh, don't contact nap. It's a bad habit to break, or like a bad habit that's hard to break. And I never want to view loving moments with my child as like a bad habit, ever. So that's something I'm really working on, is reminding myself that it all gets done. And I don't just have to get shit done when she's sleeping, that I get to enjoy moments with her. When she's sleeping, sometimes I just stare at her. And I'm just like, you are so beautiful. And I can't believe I made you. And, she is literally the love with my partner. Lila is love in physical form. The love that I have with my partner, she is a physical manifestation of it, and it just kills me every day to look at her and look at both of them together, and it just melts me. So, this is our little 4-month update. Honestly, I think just going with the flow was the only advice that I can give anyone. Of not stressing yourself out about the to-do list or the training or the baby courses. I bought a baby course and I watched it and I'm like, this is stupid.
trust our babies, trust ourselves, trust our maternal instincts, and know that you don't have a bad baby. There's no such thing as a good sleeper or a bad sleeper, and to just be present with your baby. And that's sometimes the hard part of this job, is that I don't want Lila to see me on my phone a lot. I don't want Lila to ever look over at me and feel like I'm not present with her. And so I think that, you know, there are so many days that I'm like, oh, I should have filmed more. Oh, I wish I did more of this. I wish I edited more of that. Or, you know, I wish I got back to this brand. Or, you know, I was supposed to take a business call. And honestly, Lila is coming first. And it's a new chapter of finding this balance of work. So that's my 4-month update. She is just chatty. She loves singing. She loves Abraham Hicks cartoon videos. I know people are all about like Hey Bear and Coco Melon. Lila hates it. My child, who knew? And she loves Abraham Hicks cartoon videos. She loves the Inner Goddess Healing Frequency playlist. She hates the white noise machine now. Will only fall asleep to the healing frequencies. Loves her MAM pacifiers. She is just the sweetest baby. We love our walks together. I'm so lucky. I just love her so much. Oh, okay, that's our 4-month update.